Hey there, it's Anveshwar, and I want to show you something very amazing about this new plugin called Webinar Express. Now, you might have heard about it, and if not, then let me tell you what exactly it is in a nutshell. With Webinar Express, you can run webinars right from within your WordPress blog using Google Hangouts. Now, if you haven't heard of Google Hangouts, and I don't know why, but you can just go at Google and you will get to know what it is. It's something very, very amazing. You can hold, you can actually do live chats, video chats, which is actually with unlimited number of people. Okay, way better than Skype videos or anything else for that matter. And the coolest part is it's free. The problem is with Google Hangouts, you cannot really do what you can do with other webinar software, because Google Hangouts is not for webinars. I mean, Google never said that use Google Hangouts for webinars, right? It's for a different purpose altogether. But what these guys over here have done is they've basically merged both both from the best worlds, basically. The simplicity and the features of Google Hangouts, and the advanced stuff and every single thing that you need to convert your webinars better from the commercial webinar software. Okay, so that's what Webinar Express is all about. And the coolest part is you don't pay a monthly fee or anything like that, like you have to pay for GoToWebinar or any other webinar software for that matter. Okay, the price is crazy low. It's only $47, and it's a one-time fee. All right, you can see what exactly what the features are and everything right in the sales page. But the purpose of doing this video is actually to show you something amazing. Okay, well, first of all, I set a webinar in, I don't even remember, I think 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay, because it literally took me 2 minutes to set up a webinar, and of course it was with all the default settings. But I want to show you that how the default settings look like, because they're pretty amazing. Moreover, with the software, what you can do is you can protect that particular page where you are hosting the webinar, or the registration page for that matter, so that you can add it to your membership site. And that's exactly what I've done. I'm going to show you right now. So this is my product creation rehab membership site. I installed Webinar Express over here, and I'm using a membership software, okay, called Fast Member. Now I'm going to run a webinar only for my platinum member, okay, people who actually bought the upsell, right? So what I did is I set up a page. Okay, let me create a new webinar real quick for you, so you'll see how easy it is. Okay, I just click create new webinar, right? Oh yeah, and one more cool feature over here is if you already have a webinar set, then you can simply clone it. Okay, so everything will be there. Everything that I've set for your for your first webinar will be there, and then you can make changes. But I'm going to create a new webinar right now. Okay, so let's say I'm going to name it Webinar with Anveshwar, right? Title: Learn everything about email marketing. Okay, host is Anveshwar. Let's say you have someone else. Just put whatever, Anveshwar and whatever, she's my wife. So date, you can put your day, whatever date you want to run the webinar on. The time is here. Let's say, I don't know, let's say whatever, EST time, 3 p.m. EST. Create new webinar. Guess what? It's done. It's done. Your page is ready. Your webinar registration page is ready. The actual page where the webinar will be the webinar will be placed is ready. Everything is done. So you can see webinar live URL. Let me show you how it looks like. So how much time it took? 20 seconds. You see a neat little countdown is here. Everything is pretty professional, right? You're viewing this webinar that is not live yet, of course. The webinar starts on Wednesday, whatever the day was, and everything. Now register for webinar. You can put your video, name, email address, integrate it with any autoresponder you want, okay? Any autoresponder. Now remember, this is a WordPress page, right? So you can protect this page if you want to. If you don't want other people to see this webinar page, or if you don't want them to, or if you don't want just about anyone to register for the webinar, if it's exclusive customers only webinar or something of that sort, then all you need to do is use whatever you're using to protect your pages. If it's a membership plugin, then use membership plugin. If you are using something else to password protect that particular page, then use that, because the page that we created, the page that this software created for us is a simple WordPress page. Okay. Now for my webinar, it was PCR Platinum webinar. So what I did is I simply opened that page, which was already created for me, by the software, and using Fast Member, that's the membership site plugin that I'm using, I simply tick this. So basically, only my Platinum members will be able to see this particular page. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Right? So that's how this webinar plugin works. I mean, it's so cool that I'm not going to use anything else apart from Webinar Express to run my webinars, because it's very, very easy to use. You can see, this is the test webinar which I created just now, the demo webinar, and this is the actual webinar that I'm going to hold. So that's how things work with Webinar Express. The price is crazy low, but the price is going to increase. It's $47 right now. It's $27 for the light version, but I bought the $47 version or license. Let's see what the difference was. Yeah, with the light version, I can install it only on one site. Okay, but with 47, it's unlimited personal sites. So it's pretty amazing, isn't it? So that's what I did. So here's the thing, friends. I don't know whether you run webinars or not, or whatever be the case, but here's the thing. Webinars are the way to go. If you want to make a lot of money at the back end, then you have to use webinars, okay? Till now, it was very difficult for an average person with limited budget to run a webinar because of technical issues, price issues, and everything else, okay? I use Evergreen Business Systems for my pre-recorded webinars, okay? Automated webinars, so to speak. And they have released their live webinar version. For 100 seats, I think I need to pay $30 per month. For 500 seats, I think it's $70 per month. Now, this is cheap. This is way cheaper than what GoToWebinar or some other software is charging. But I'm not going to go with that because I have Webinar Express. $47 one-time fee. I can run unlimited webinars right from within my WordPress site. How cool is that? So that's what Webinar Express is all about. So go ahead and grab this. You won't regret. Thank you very much.